Hey, what's up everyone? So I'm out here in a beautiful resort today and with a beautiful woman who you might see on Sunday actually. But anyway, let's get started with Venus in the 5th house. So Venus in the 5th house, what does it mean when Venus is in your 5th house? Well, what is 5th house? 5th house is a house of your academic studies, meaning studies that you do in an actual institution. It represents children, but not just children, the creation of children. And creation of children is creativity. And 5th house also represents your creativity, meaning your artistic talent. Any kind of creative or artistic talent you have, it is dependent upon the power of the 5th house. 5th house represents politics, interest in politics. 5th house represents your past life deeds, not just your past life deeds, but it represents the things that you learned in past life. 5th house also represents ancient knowledge. Since this is the house of academics, it represents ancient knowledge, meaning that ancient religious text or spiritual text. Okay? And Venus, you already know what that is. I don't need to describe that. So when Venus comes into the 5th house, this is actually the most fun place for Venus to be. Venus is a princess. Princess, when she dresses up, when she has her jewelry, when she has her car and vehicles, what does she want to do? She wants to have fun. And this is where Venus, the princess, comes in to have fun, to become part of the glamorous life, because 5th house represents glamour, entertainment, cinema, and acting talent. Now, one thing I'll tell you, like always, Venus represents passion. It's the things that make you happy in life. So here, Venus happiness, and again, a 5th house is also known as speculative business, which is again, stock market or cinema or entertainment industry or gambling, okay? But Venus, the passion, the things that will make you happy in this life when you have this placement is when you're constantly involved in a creative aspect of life. Whether it's your profession or personal life has to have creativity in it, otherwise you will not be happy. Okay? And since Venus represents children, these people make very, very good motherly figures. Because Venus represents love. And Venus has love for children in this house. Because children represent fun and creativity. Because children are that. Okay? And people who have this placement usually get a girl in their life, but also they can get a boy too. Obviously other planets and aspects and degrees have to be seen, but mainly it shows that a female girl comes, and that girl will be very beautiful. And also Venus represents love and relationship. That means you will definitely marry somebody who you're in love with, otherwise you won't be happy, number one thing. And second, you will meet your mate, whether it's your husband or wife, but mainly for guys, you will meet your girlfriend or slash wife in a place and an environment that requires play, entertainment, glamour, political discussions. It can be at a party, it can be at a fair, it could be at a club, it could be anywhere that requires a soul to have fun. In this life, you are here to take the least amount of responsibility and yet maximize it to not only have fun, but make a living off of it. So when you have Venus in the 5th house, it's really important that you follow your passion and you do what you love. And you must be creative about it in order to really reap the results in this life, in order for you to, get the maximum financial security out of this placement. Now this placement represents success in speculative business. Whether it's Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Shah Rukh Khan, Franklin D. Roosevelt, JFK, they all were in a speculative business and found success in it. Even politics, FDR, who was the most successful president of the last 2 centuries. I'm sorry, he's the best president I think we've ever had after Bill Clinton. But it was FDR's political creativity that got him to where he was now recognized as the best president out there. So anything that you do in your life with Venus in the 5th house, you better make sure, first of all, that it requires creativity, otherwise you will not be happy. These people with Venus in the 5th house just cannot be satisfied unless art, creativity is in their life. And especially cinema and acting, the acting talent increases. Singing talent increases. So acting comes naturally to you. Whether you're in a sales job or actually acting in front of the camera as I am. Well, yeah, I guess I am acting, right? So this talent comes naturally to you, okay? And the love of children is absolutely there. However, the one thing you want to be careful of is sudden fluctuation in your conveniency. Because again, after all, speculative business can go high and low. Why is that? Because the 8th house that represents fluctuation up and down is 4 places away from Venus. And 4th house from the ascendant or any place represents conveniency. So your conveniency can go up and down, but 8th house represents secrecy. So Venus in the 5th house has a lot of interest into the secret occult. Their happiness and conveniency comes in keeping secrets about the occult. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say if I know some secret mantra that have been given to me, I will keep that a secret, but knowing that secret is my conveniency, it's my happiness. So guys, this was my analysis on Venus in the 5th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe above. And if you want to know more about astrology and where your Venus is placed, along with other planets, so you can check here on this channel and learn more, check out the link below. Check out my book there, Astrology at the Speed of Light. And when you get the book, follow the directions, email me, and I will send you the link to look at your own chart with the correct coordinates to see exactly where your planets are placed so you can know a little bit more about yourself. Otherwise, I'm going to have fun this weekend. Bye-bye.